So good morning. There's a couple of you I haven't met. I'm Tom Countryman, and it's my honor to serve as the chairman of the board of directors of the Arms Control Association. We're very happy to be in this new venue this morning with thanks to the Carnegie Institution for hosting us for so many years. We outgrew the size of their room, and again this year had to turn people away. So we're very happy that you are able to be here today. Let me just ask people to silence cell phones or any other devices that you have. I think that most of you know the Arms Control Association. Since 1971. We've been a key part of the debate about national security policy, about nuclear doctrine, about the nuclear budget, contributed not just to the U.S. government discussion and congressional discussion, but we think have contributed also to the international discussion and the decisions of other governments about what strategies to pursue in the military field. And in all that time, we've punched above our weight as a very small NGO by Washington standards, having an influence that I think reflects the very practical policy point of view that we are trying to put out. Not trying to solve all the world's problems in a single week, but to help governments, especially the U.S. government, think about the right next step. Did I start echoing? Okay. And we think that there are new opportunities to do this with a new and more active Congress, and have started working with other NGOs in town in order to push forward the debate within the Congress on these crucial issues for American citizens and for global security. We have a great program today, and if we've done it right, you should be very afraid, because we will talk about the issues that continue to concern us. But if I could take a moment to talk a little bit happier note. As I say, I consider it an honor to serve as the chairman of the board of directors. And I think it's worth noting that it's a really extraordinary board that continues to draw honors and gain respect from the world community. And just a few things that you may not have heard in the last year. Professor Zia Mian from our board was given the American Physical Society's Leo Szilard Prize for someone in the physics field making major contributions to humanity and society. Dr. Catherine Kelleher has just had a fellowship named after her at the University of Maryland in recognition not just of her leadership in the international security field, but in mentoring and promoting generations of women in this field. I see Bonnie Jenkins and her new organization, still very new, Women of Color Advancing Peace and Security. And of course, we have board members like Laura Kennedy, active in the political field as well. I see Susan Burke, who works with a variety of social organizations advancing political education. I think it's a terrific board, and I'm very proud to work with them. I've got a special thanks for Michael Clare, who has devoted most of the last several months to working on new technologies, and you'll hear about the work and the thinking he's been doing this afternoon. The key thing, however, is not so much the board, because we see our job as just supporting the people who are doing the real work. And that is a small, dynamic team led by Daryl Kimball. I think you'll have an opportunity to not just to see in our excellent journal, but to see also in the topics that we discussed today, what a great job they do. And I couldn't be more proud than I am just to be associated with them. We have, by the way, I should mention a couple of new board members, newly elected by the membership, who will be starting terms now, and some of them I hope that some of you will know them. Angela Kane, formerly of the United Nations High Rep for Disarmament, and Marianne Cusimano Love of Catholic University. So we think they will add to the strength and diversity and thought processes of our board. So that's all I really wanted to say. We can scare you, and I think nuclear weapons should scare people a little bit. But we are not motivated, and we do not seek to motivate others by fear. We're motivated by a genuine concern for the future of humanity, for the security of our country and our planet, and by a belief that we can make a difference. We see it today in the engagement of so many NGOs in civil actions. I just came back from St. Louis, where I met with a very local group that is researching as a group all the issues of national security in the budget and using that to motivate local discussion and local activism. I'm very proud to be part of that movement, and especially proud that the Arms Control Association under Daryl's leadership continues to lead the way. With that, I would like to introduce our first panel and ask them to come up. Executive Director Daryl Kimball will moderate this panel. We have Ambassador Richard Burt, Joan Rolfing from the Nuclear Threat Initiative, and we're happy to have His Excellency Anatoly Antonov from the Russian Federation. So if I could ask you all to come up.